Good afternoon and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our London studio. I'm Chris Taylor. We begin with a major escalation in rhetoric from Israel as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu claims that Iran has effectively lost its ability to enrich uranium or manufacture ballistic missiles. In a televised address following 20 days of what he called Operation Epic Fury, Netanyahu stated that precision strikes have destroyed key facilities responsible for nuclear components. However, he did not provide physical evidence to support these claims. He further asserted that Iran's regime is facing internal collapse and that its military capabilities have been significantly weakened. In the same late-night briefing, the Israeli Prime Minister hinted at a possible shift in military strategy. Netanyahu suggested that the campaign, which has so far relied on air power, could expand to include a ground offensive. He stated there are many possibilities moving forward to ensure Iran cannot rebuild its capabilities. While no timeline or operational details were disclosed, the remarks have raised immediate concerns about a potential full-scale invasion of Iranian territory. Meanwhile, U.S. Central Command has confirmed that an American F-35 stealth fighter made an emergency landing at a regional airbase just hours ago. The aircraft was returning from a combat mission over Iranian airspace when it experienced what officials described only as an incident. The pilot is reported to be in stable condition, and the jet landed safely. The Pentagon has now launched an investigation, including whether the aircraft may have been struck by residual Iranian air defense systems. In a significant development on the battlefield, the Israeli military has confirmed carrying out its first-ever strikes in northern Iran, targeting assets in the Caspian Sea. Military spokesman Lieutenant Colonel Nadav Shoshani stated that the operation expands the conflict into previously untouched regions. Analysts say this move indicates a broader strategy by U.S. and Israeli forces to encircle Iran and neutralize its naval capabilities across both the Persian Gulf and the Caspian Sea. Amid growing political criticism in Washington, Prime Minister Netanyahu has dismissed claims that Israel influenced U.S. involvement in the conflict. Speaking to reporters, he questioned the notion that any foreign leader could dictate American policy, stating, "Does anyone really think that someone can tell President Trump what to do?" He emphasized that both nations are acting jointly, describing the campaign as a coordinated effort to dismantle Iran's industrial and military infrastructure. Tensions have further intensified after a warning from the chief of Iran's Revolutionary Guard Navy, Alireza Tangsiri. In a statement posted on social media, he declared that all American-linked oil facilities in the region are now considered priority targets. The threat follows a recent Israeli strike on the South Pars gas field. Tangsiri added that Iran will no longer distinguish between military and commercial energy targets, raising fears of a broader energy crisis across the Gulf. Now turning to Pakistan, where Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has issued an urgent national appeal in response to the unfolding crisis. Let's go live to our Islamabad correspondent, Sarah William.
Thank you, Chris. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has announced immediate measures aimed at conserving fuel as global oil markets react to the ongoing conflict. Following a high-level security and economic meeting, the government has introduced a mandatory 4-day work week for public sector offices. Additionally, a 50% work-from-home policy has been enforced to reduce fuel consumption. Officials warn that without these steps, Pakistan could face a serious supply disruption in the coming weeks. Authorities are urging citizens to cooperate fully as the situation continues to evolve.
Thank you, Sarah, for that update from Islamabad. The government's measures highlight the far-reaching global impact of the escalating conflict, with energy security now a growing concern for countries well beyond the immediate region. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Chris Taylor.